All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and go on a little bit early tonight. We've still got about 5.5 minutes remaining before the start of our varsity girls game against Wellsville. This, of course, is the night of the doubleheader that we've been talking about for the last week or so. Our boys will play next. This is Adam Presswood, and Chris and I are coming at you live, this time from Ellsbury's High School Gym. Feels like it's been a while since we've been here. Tournament season will do that to your mind. The Wellsville girls will send out number 3, Brooke Peckham, a junior. Number 4, Lucy Schneider, a sophomore. Number 11, Allison Ahrens, a senior. Number 12, Bria Oberhaus, a junior. Number 13, Elizabeth Burdick, a sophomore. Number 22, Hannah Slavinsky, a junior. And number 23, Rebecca Sewell, a freshman. The head coach for the Wellsville girls, well, bear with me a second here. Head varsity girls coach is listed as Sabrina O'Haron. The managers for the girls are Jacob Hollensteiner and Jared Brenniger. And I have just noticed that despite the fact that we have 7 Wellsville girls on the roster, they are only sending out 6. And they still have their warm-up jerseys on, so I'm not sure who is not with them tonight. I'll bring you that information as soon as I have it. Ellsbury, of course, will be sending out number 2, Kaylee Martin, a 5'4" senior guard. Number 10, Claire Henry, a 5'10" junior forward. Number 12, Kylie Kinsler, a 5'7" freshman guard. Number 15, Josie Horn, a 5'8" junior guard. Number 20, Sydney Pickard, a 5'8" senior guard and forward. Number 24, Tess Weekly, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 25, Megan Hagemeyer, a 5'9" junior forward. Number 32, Madison Kinsler, a 5'7" senior guard. Number 41, Anna St. Pierre, a 5'8" senior forward. And number 43, Tyra Henderson, a 5'7" freshman guard and forward. The head coach for the Ellsbury Lady Indians is Carrie Koch-Dowell. Assistant coaches are Brittany Koch-Dowell and Trudy Bull. Managers are listed as Douglas Horn, Mackenzie Pruitt, and Caitlin Tapley. So that does it for the lineups. We, of course, don't have the starters yet, but we'll bring them to you as soon as we do. In the meantime, I am going to break for at least one message from a sponsor, and we'll be back in just a few. You're listening to the Indian Sports Network.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, Chris and I are back with 1:06 remaining. They're not probably going to give it to us, and they don't. So we've got 8 minutes up on the clock, and we're just moments away from the announcement of the starters for both teams. Once again, despite my announcing 7 Wellsville players, they have 6. We will rejoin you after the playing of our national anthem, which I will stay on the air for. that, of course, was the Ellsbury High School Band under the direction of Rebecca Cooper. They always do an excellent job, so I try to stay on the air for that. Okay, for Wellsville, junior number 3, Brooke Peckham. Sophomore number 4, Lucy Schnichter. Number 11, Allison Ahrens, a senior. Number 13, Elizabeth Burdick, a sophomore. And number 22, Hannah Slavinsky, a junior. It looks like number 23, Rebecca Sewell, is the player not here tonight. For Ellsbury, we're going to see Kaylee Martin. Number 10, Claire Henry. Number 24, Tess Weekly. Number 25, Megan Hagemeyer. And number 32, Madison Kinsler. All right, now that we've got our clothing issues taken care of, they send Kaylee Martin back. I don't know why.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah. There's a shallow baseline drive by Madison Kinsler. The shot doesn't fall. It's rebounded by Hagemeyer. And now the ball is knocked away. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Wellsville. Kinsler inbounds, nice pass to Hagemeyer, the turnaround, and she gets it to fall. That was nice. 2-0 Ellsbury to start things off. And there's a steal by Tess Weekly, the bounce to Megan Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer off the glass, and it's good. She is off to a great start. We're getting some feedback that we're up a little too loud. So we're going to turn it down a bit. I hope that does not ruin things for you folks at home. Sometimes when we're getting good signals here, it's not so good for you there. Wellsville for the 3 that doesn't fall. Long football pass to Kaylee Martin. The ball's lost out of bounds, and Wellsville will get it back. Wellsville with some good ball movement, but not good enough. Claire Henry taps it right into the hands of Tess Weekly, and here comes Ellsbury all over again. Claire Henry from the stripe. That shot looked perfect. How it didn't fall, I'll never know. Wellsville has it back. Oh, and that one's going to go against Claire Henry. Did she jam a finger on that? Trying to reach through and knock it away.
Looks like it.
She's coming out, but with a smile on her face. Wellsville shot doesn't fall, but they draw the foul. That's on Madison Kinsler, her first, and it will send Allison Ahrens to the stripe. where she hits the first, making it 4-1. She buries the second as well, and it's a 2-point ball game with 6.5 remaining in the first quarter. That finger might be hurt worse than I thought. There's a pass knocked away by Wellsville. Wellsville for three. It's off the rim, rebounded by Tess Weekly. Weekly wanted to take the shot from the key, or maybe thought she didn't have a choice. There's the pass in to Tyra Henderson, who kicks it back out. Weekly now for three. It's off the rim. Wellsville with possession on the outside. And a nice pass into the low post. And the shot off the glass won't fall. Does Wellsville get the rebound? They do. They are such a fighting team. Kaylee Martin tried to force the turnover. No good. Wellsville hangs on and gets one in off the glass. It's 4-4. Madison Kinsler with the cross-court pass for Weekly. Wellsville almost had it knocked away. Martin for the long two. It's off the rim, rebounded by Wellsville. Now Wellsville for the long two. It's way short, doesn't hit anything. Madison Kinsler has it for Ellsbury. There's the pass to Martin, who has it knocked away, but it's last touched by Wellsville. Will keep it. Weekly for three, and it's off, rebounded by Wellsville. Out of bounds, last touch by Tess Weekly. Wellsville will fool you into thinking that their only weapon is the three, and just when they do, they break to the basket. That's a foul against Tyra Henderson. Her first. Wellsville fouled again. That's on Megan Hagemeyer, her first. The charity shot is good. Wellsville has their first lead. They go up by one, 5-4.
Wellsville's tough for only having 5 or 6 players. They don't quit.
No, they constantly amaze me. And the second one is good, 6-4. I think the last time we saw them play, they didn't even have a sub at all. They just played with 5, and then somebody got hurt, and they played with 4 for a while, did they not?
Mm-hmm. Well, and we watched when they were playing against Louisiana, number 11, Aarons took 2 stiff shots, one to her jaw and one to her nose, and had the one to her nose not made her nose bleed, I'm pretty sure she would have stayed in.
Yeah, they pulled her out when it started to flow there, but she was tough.
She's got all of Wellsville's points so far.
Tyra Henderson from the high post, and it's good. That was a great shot. Tyra ties it.
Not only is it hard to play with 5 players, but it's even hard to practice with 5 players because you're not ever practicing against another 5 players. You're just practicing against yourself.
I never really thought about that. Megan Hagemeyer with a nice baseline move. The shot didn't fall, but my goodness, did she go in there hard. There's the bounce, Wellsville into the low post. The shot off the glass doesn't fall. Hagemeyer has the rebound. Tess Weekly with a dangerous pass to Kaylee Martin, who lands on her back. That foul, I think, against Allison Ahrens. Yes, her first. Josie Horn is going to check in for Kaylee Martin. Hagemeyer with the pass into Weekly. Weekly goes to her left and finds Kinsler, Madison that is. Yeah, Weekly, kicks it back out to Madison. Madison for the 3, it's off the front, that looked good. And it's out of bounds, it'll go to Wellsville. There is a Tess Weekly steal, and she runs right into the block. The foul is going to go again against Allison Ahrens, and this will be her second. Weekly from way downtown, the shot's no good. Rebounded by Wellsville. The score stays 6-6 with under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Wellsville to the high post, and they walk. That was Ahrens. Weekly from way outside. She has been so close and yet so far all night. Josie Horn hits the ground hard but bounces right back up, and Ellsbury retains possession somehow. A nice pass into Hagemeyer from Weekly. The shot doesn't fall. Boy, she worked hard for the rebound, didn't get it. Bristol Jones set to come in for Ellsbury. Wellsville, there's a foul on the floor. That one is going to go against Tyra Henderson, her second. And Bristol Jones and Sydney Pickard both check in for Ellsbury, as actually so does Kylie Kinsler. Madison Kinsler, Megan Hagemeyer, and Tess Weekly all come out. Wellsville loses it, and Sydney Pickard gets it into the hands of Henderson. That was impressive. There's the pass from Kylie Kinsler. Pickard is dangerous from downtown, but Wellsville got on her quick, so we're going to have to do something else. A nice pass into Bristol Jones, but she was just a little bit in front of it, for lack of a better way to describe it. Wellsville wanting to set up for the last shot. The pass is knocked out of bounds by Pickard, and Wellsville will keep it with 12 seconds left. This is the only time I've ever been cold inside this gym. It is just unbelievably cold today. 5 seconds. Here comes Kylie Kinsler. Tyra Henderson from the top of the key. Oh, it was off the back of the rim. It looked like it had a good shot when it left. So we've played one quarter. The score is 6-6, and we'll be back.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And so begins the second quarter, as these teams are more evenly matched than logic and reason would have you believe. And I say that with respect. But Wellsville, despite being overmatched on paper and in a lot of other perceivable ways, makes up for it with tenacity and aggression and poise and timing and you name it. There they are, missing a shot, getting the rebound and the putback, and it's 8-6 in their favor. Every time we have played these Wellsville girls, it has been like this. They have just managed to compete.
They're tough.
When you would think they would be behind. And again, I say that with respect.
They're very, very tough. Got to give them that.
All right, that foul was on Elizabeth Burdick, her first, and it sends Bristol Jones to the stripe. And she hits the first. And the second as well. Jones has not seen a lot of playing time this season, but the time she has seen, she has really known how to utilize her height, the time she has in the game, the position, you name it pretty much. That foul is on Hannah Slavinsky, and it will send Megan Hagemeyer to the stripe. Where she misses the first. And misses the second as well. Jones with the rebound and the putback. Look at that. The putback didn't fall. Wellsville goes to the high post and then kicks it back out again. The long two doesn't fall. They get that rebound. It was one black shirt to three white, and Wellsville still came away with it. Got two putbacks before Tess Weekly came away with it and was fouled by Elizabeth Burdick again, I believe. Yes, her second. Nice pass into Jones, who kicks it out to Hagemeyer. Back out to Weekly now for three.
Man.
There it goes, finally. The iron has not been kind to her tonight, but that one finds its mark. Wellsville with a rare mistake there. They don't usually throw it out. Hagemeyer on the outside. There's the baseline bounce to Jones, and it's knocked out of bounds by Wellsville. Back into the game for Ellsbury, Claire Henry, Madison Kinsler, and Tyra Henderson. Jones, Hagemeyer, and Pickard all come out. Madison with the inbounds pass, to Tess Weekly at the top of the key. And now it's into Claire Henry, who walks. And a nice move by Kylie Kinsler to get possession back for Ellsbury. She takes it all the way down. And the layup looked good and clean, but it still didn't fall. I think Madison Kinsler got away with a few steps there,
she did.
saving that one. I didn't have a very good view of her feet, but the way her upper body moved, there's no way she didn't pick up the pivot foot. Tyra Henderson goes to the basket and draws the block. That is against number 4, Lucy Schnitker. Weekly inbounds to Claire Henry, who's way outside, finally runs in along the baseline. Weekly can't get the ball to her, though. The baseline pass is out of bounds, and Wellsville will get it back. Wellsville knew exactly what Ellsbury was going for that time, and they didn't allow it. There's a near steal by the Lady Indians. Wellsville hangs on. Nice ball movement off the glass, and it's good. That was number 23, Rebecca Sewell, so she is here. Who did they not announce? Who am I missing? Number 12? Oberhaus. I don't see a number 12. That's got to be the 7th player that's on paper but not actually here.
Yeah.
Tyra Henderson for the long 2. It's off the rim. 3 black shirts to 1. I know that's a pet peeve of mine. I say that a lot. But when you have only 1 rebounder and the other team has 3, you will not, unless you're 8 feet tall, come out of that well. But that's okay. Madison Kinsler forces a turnover, and Wellsville knocks it out of bounds.
Good job by Wellsville.
Kaylee Martin comes back in for Ellsbury, and Kylie Kinsler takes a seat. Weekly inbounds to Madison Kinsler, who gives it right back. Weekly for the 3. She's found it now. The last 2 that she's put up have gone. The first one awkwardly, that one was as smooth as silk. Wellsville on the outside. Weekly, does she force the turnover? No, Wellsville hangs on, and now Weekly with the foul. That'll be her first, I think. Yes. And Wellsville takes a timeout. We'll be back.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
.403 remaining in the half. The score 14-10 in Ellsbury's favor. This game has been tied most of the way, either 2-2, 4-4, or 6-6. Megan Hagemeyer gets set to check back in as Wellsville works it along the perimeter. Now they step in for the long 2. It's off the glass, but they get the rebound, and they're fouled on the putback. That is on number 10, Claire Henry. Her second. All right, that is the first miss from the charity stripe for Wellsville tonight. Claire Henry comes out as Hagemeyer is back in for her. Neither shot falls for number 4, Schnitker. Here comes Tess Weekly, who pulls up.
Thought about it.
She did. There's the pass to Kaylee Martin, who's about 10 feet out from the top of the key. She gives it back to Weekly. They're wanting to work the ball in either Hagemeyer or Henderson. They get it to Henderson. Oh, it bounces right out. Into the high post goes Wellsville. It's out of bounds now, and it'll come back to Ellsbury. Number 23, Rebecca Sewell, comes out for Wellsville, that is. Martin into Hagemeyer at the high post. She kicks it out to Kinsler, who wanted the three, but Wellsville was denying all the way. And now Martin again with the ball. Good ball movement. She gets it back to Weekly to her left. Weekly goes to her left and finds Kinsler. Kinsler now to Martin at the top of the key. Martin goes right this time to Weekly. Weekly inside to Henderson, who steps in and then has to kick it back outside. Into Hagemeyer now on the other side. The shot was rushed and off the underside of the rim on the front. And so was that one by Madison Kinsler.
I think somebody might have got a little bit of a hand on Kinsler's shot.
Bristol Jones and Josie Horn are about to check back in for Ellsbury as Wellsville goes to the low post. Kicks it up high again for the shot. It doesn't fall. But Allison Ahrens will go to the line. The foul will go against Kaylee Martin. Ahrens makes the first as Jones and Horn come in for Ellsbury. Tyra Henderson and Madison Kinsler come out. That one rattles out. Ellsbury stays up by 3. About 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ellsbury's bench a little frustrated, and Kaylee Martin's break to the basket is unproductive. The basket doesn't fall. She doesn't draw the foul. Nice positioning by Megan Hagemeyer, who's able to come away with that one. The pass ill-timed by Wellsville, and it results in a 2-point bucket for Tess Weekly that puts Ellsbury up 16-11.
Wellsville's got to go. They do.
Yeah, they do.
Possibly barely, but they do.
Off the glass goes Ahrens. The shot doesn't fall. Wellsville with the rebound. The putback doesn't fall. And Kaylee Martin comes away with it with a little help from Bristol Jones. Actually, quite a bit of help from Bristol Jones. Jones now at the high post. Turns and hands it right back to Kaylee Martin, who takes a few extra steps.
Got in too big of a hurry.
Wellsville all the way to the basket, then they pull out. What looked like a pass to me, I think, was just sort of desperation, but it worked.
I think it just found its spot to the right person at the right time.
It worked. It brought the score to 16-13.
To their credit, though, Wellsville does not freak out at the full court press.
No.
Which a lot of teams will, but they stay as calm as they can be.
Josie Horn steps in, 10 seconds to go. Drives the baseline,
Nice
the pass to Kaylee Martin, who puts it up and in. Ellsbury up by 5, 2 seconds. There's the buzzer. The shot put up by Wellsville had no chance. And the score at halftime is 18-13. We will return.
Ever wondered where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So When you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
have returned. As if there was any doubt.
Although Wellsville has not.
Yeah, that's true too. They've still got technically a minute, although that last minute of halftime normally not utilized. The score is 18-13 if you're just joining us. The five-point differential is in Ellsbury's favor.
There's Wellsville.
Or at least four of them. Two, three, four. All six of them are back now. Ellsbury sends out Megan Hagemeyer, Madison Kinsler, Claire Henry, Tess Weekly, and Kaylee Martin to start things off. All right, Martin inbounds to Weekly at the timeline, and there's the pass from Weekly to Kinsler finds Hagemeyer way further outside than she normally plays. There's the bounce into Henry, back out to Kinsler, and Madison drains one, putting Ellsbury up 21-13. And there's an Ellsbury steal off the glass that makes it 23-13. I wasn't quick enough to see who stole it.
It was also by Kinsler.
The steal on the shot both?
Yep.
Wellsville gets through some heavy pressure. The shot doesn't fall. But number three, Brooke Peckham will go to the line. And the foul is on Claire Henry. That's her third. And the first shot from the charity strike is off the rim. Tyra Henderson comes in for Claire Henry. The second shot falls. It's 23-14. Martin finds Kinsler, who I thought was going to take the three. She kicks it out to Weekly. Into Hagemeyer now post. There's the bounce to Martin, who thought about driving it along the baseline, but ran it back out. Kinsler now for three off from Weekly. And she buries another one. 26-14, and this is a much different second half already. That one is off Tess Weekly's leg, and Wellsville will get it back. There's the lob into the high post, and Kaylee Martin will be called with a foul against Schnitker. That's Martin the second. That's a foul on Tyra Henderson. And Wellsville will get it back. They inbound their own basket. There's the shot. It's no good. Henderson has the rebound. Does she? She does, and she draws this foul this time. So turn about fair play. I think that's going to go against Elizabeth Burdick. It does. That's her third. A lot of players on both sides playing with three fouls early in the third quarter. with the bounce into Jones, and it's lost to Wellsville. That's not quite as painful now that they trail by 12, but
yeah, 12 points can be made up pretty quick.
And Jones now picks it up following the Wellsville turnover. Weekly all the way to the glass, and it's in. Wellsville stuck in the backcourt.
They've
moved it across well so far, but not this time. All of a sudden they're frozen. This time they do look in shock. After we just complimented their poise. Martin now goes to the glass and draws the blocking foul against Ahrens. Wellsville wanted the charge. I can kind of see that.
Yep.
Feel like a traitor saying that, but Madison Kinsler from just inside, it's off. And out of bounds. They're saying last touch by Wellsville. Kaylee Martin. Luck was on her side. I don't really believe in luck. I have no other expression for that. Madison Kinsler dribbles just inside and then comes back out where she draws the foul on the pass to Weekly. That one is Hannah Slavinsky. Weekly inbounds to Kinsler, who had a three if she wanted it. The lob into Hagemeyer is picked off by Wellsville with 4.5 remaining in the third. Weekly forces that away from Wellsville. She is all by herself. She gets it to fall, and she draws the foul on Elizabeth Burdick. That might be her fourth. It is. Weekly misses from the strike. 30 to 14 is our score. That's another foul on Kaylee Martin. That might be her fourth. It's at least her third. Okay, it's her third. Number 13, Burdick comes out for Wellsville. Sewell is going in for Sydney Pickard comes in for Kaylee Martin. And Josie Horn is set to go in. And does for Madison Kinsler. From the key is Wellsville and Eclipse Webbing. Oh, they're saying it was just inside. So 16. The lead is now 14 for Ellsbury. Jones at the high post feeds Hagemeyer down low. Hagemeyer fights it in off the glass. Wellsville stuck way outside for longer than they would like. There's the bounce inside. Ahrens for the long two. It doesn't fall. And we've got a jump ball down underneath. Wellsville from way outside. It hits nothing. And it's out of bounds. It'll go back to Ellsbury. They now lead 32 to 16. Always a nice feeling when you have twice as many points as your opponent. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the third. There's a nice pass into Jones. Nicely done. Joyce knows exactly where she is when she turns around and goes up with the right hand. That makes it 34-16. Wellsville shot is knocked away. Do they keep the ball? Well, nope. They hang on for the jump, but the jump is in Ellsbury's favor. Madison Kinsler and Kylie Kinsler come back in. I don't want to say I hate it when that happens because I love to see both of them play, but now I have to say both names.
It's like when both the Hill brothers are playing for the boys.
Or when the Henderson girls come in. It is what it is. Madison now way outside. Pickard for the long two. Oh, I thought that was good. But it popped out. Wellsville throws it away. Josie Horn comes away with it. Right back. Madison Kinsler dribbled into three defenders. It's out of bounds, but Wellsville touched it last, so they say. Josie Horn with a dangerous pass to Pickard, whose bucket doesn't fall. That's a foul. It's going to go against Kylie Kinsler. That rarely happens. Wellsville inbounds in the backcourt. Nice pass inside, but they're going to have to kick it back out. And when they do, it's picked off by Madison Kinsler, who saw that coming. Horn and Madison on the outside. There's the pass into Pickard, who kicks it back out. I thought she might take that shot. And now Kylie Kinsler on the outside finds Horn. Horn finally gets it back into Bristol Jones. Who's fouled? She is 100% from the stripe so far tonight. But there won't be any shots anyway. What am I talking about?
Sometimes you never know.
That's true. Horn steps in. The two doesn't hit anything. Wellsville has it.
Ellsbury's pulled off their full court press.
And they look to be sometimes in a 1-2-2, sometimes not so much. Wellsville gets the bucket to fall. It's 34-18 with about a half a minute remaining in the third. Pickard. She's taken 3 shots in under a minute.
And I think every one of them is rattled in.
They have. I'd like to see her stay in there and get the monkey off her back, so to speak. 14 seconds. Wellsville with possession. Four seconds. And the foul will go against Madison Kinsler. Out of bounds, and it'll go back to Ellsbury. They have 1.7 seconds. Well, it worked for Duke Kentucky at 91. So Kylie Kinsler, no way. But that's all right. 34-18 the score in Ellsbury's favor. We'll be back.
Are you familiar or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly. Not to mention the unpleasant smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right, down to the final 8 minutes. Ellsbury sends out Kylie Kinsler, Kaylee Martin, Tess Weekly, Claire Henry, and Megan Hagemeyer. Wellsville's offense appears frozen, but there's a pass into the high post that eventually results in the ball being knocked away, and Ellsbury gets it back. Martin with the bounce to Henry. Up high. Henry gives it back, and now the ball's back out. In the hands of Weekly to Megan Hagemeyer. The shot doesn't fall. Wellsville has it back on the baseline. Wellsville's three-pointer swatted away by Hagemeyer. They get it back. The putback won't fall. It's rebounded by Weekly, who's quickly double-teamed and manages to get into the hands of Claire Henry just barely. Weekly. Whoa. I thought she still had a good look, but she knows better than I. She steps out, and Ellsbury is going to try to work it in all over again, and they do to Claire Henry, who takes a couple extra steps. Wellsville for three, and it's way over. Rebounded by Weekly. The pass to Kaylee Martin down underneath. It's fouled. The shot won't fall. That is on Hannah Slavinsky. Her third. Kaylee Martin's first shot rims out. Second one is off the rim. Wellsville has it briefly knocked away, but they hang on, and Kaylee Martin is called for her fourth. That one will send number 13 Elizabeth Burdick to the line, where she misses. Wellsville gets the rebound. The putback won't fall. They rebound that and draw the foul. It's on number 12. Kylie Kinsler. That sends Burdick back to the stripe. Where she makes good on the first part of a 1-and-1. The second one won't fall. Weekly has the rebound. There's a bounce from Martin into Claire Henry, who gives it right back. And now Weekly with it over on the right side. She steps in, gives it up to Hagemeyer at the high post, and Hagemeyer takes at least one extra step. There's the lob into the low post. Allison Ahrens has it rejected. It ends up being a jump ball that goes back to Ellsbury. Kaylee Martin for two, I think.
Three.
Was she back that far?
They gave it to her.
She was. 37-19. There, it's swatted away by Kylie Kinsler, but Wellsville hangs on. For now, anyway. There's a lob inside and Wellsville. That was number four. Schnidker facing enormous pressure from Ellsbury, but it's out of bounds. Last touched by Ellsbury, and Wellsville gets another chance. Wellsville hesitated a little bit too long, and Kaylee Martin got her hands on it. The three-pointer was thrown in desperation for Wellsville. Here comes Tess Weekly. The shot won't fall, but she does draw the foul. That one will go against Allison Ahrens, her fourth. It'll send Tess to the stripe. Where the first shot misses off the back. And Sydney Pickard and Tyra Henderson come in as Claire Henry and Kaylee Martin take a seat. Kylie Kinsler takes a seat as Madison comes back out. And it's 38-19 after Weekly's trip to the line. There's the lob into the post. The shot won't fall. And Wellsville knocks it out of bounds. The rebound attempt. It'll come back to Ellsbury with under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Madison Kinsler with the fake on the outside is called for steps. I didn't get a good enough look at that to support it or refute it. Allison Ahrens with the baseline drive for Wellsville. The shot didn't fall. Madison Kinsler the rebound. There's the Sydney Pickard, who slows down just in time. And now Weekly has it near the top of the key. There's a pass from Madison Kinsler into Henderson at the low post. The shot falls, and she is fouled by number 4, Lucy Schnitker. That'll send Henderson to the line. The score is now 40-19. Henderson misses. It's rebounded by Wellsville. Wellsville can't get the shot to fall. Ellsbury with the rebound. There's another pass to Pickard. Pickard still can't get it to fall. And Henderson is fouled on the putback attempt. That one is going to go against Sewell. Her first. And it'll send Henderson back to the stripe. Where she hits the first. I'll tell you, Sydney Pickard has been willing to put up shot after shot in this second half. And none of them have fallen, which you hate to see, but I hope she doesn't stop. Henderson hits them both. It's 42-19. Like they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Sooner or later, one of them's got to go in.
Law of averages. There's a Wellsville turnover. Pickard again to the basket. Slows down wisely. Pickard for the two.
There it is.
There it
There
is.
it goes.
Good for her. 44-19, under two and a half remaining. Bristol Jones set to come back in for Ellsbury. It is out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Indians. Jones comes in now as Megan Hagemeyer takes a seat. Wellsville from outside. Oh. Too close for comfort. Jones with the rebound. And Sophia Vaughn came into this game while I wasn't looking. And she has it taken away from her. There's the pass by Wellsville into the low post. Mid-post maybe would be a better term. The shot falls. It's 44-21. Josie Horn. Kaylin Bowell. Tanisha Henderson. Have all come in for Ellsbury. I don't think I missed anybody. Sophia Vaughn was already in, as was Jones. All right, and there is an Ellsbury turnover. Here comes Wellsville. Wellsville's three doesn't fall. They get the rebound. And they're fouled on the putback. All right, the free throw doesn't fall for Rebecca Sewell. The score stays 40-21. Just over a minute left. And neither shot will fall for Wellsville. Ellsbury has the rebound. Sophia Vaughn for the three. It's nothing. Nearly rebounded by Josie Horn, and it is finally stolen away by Horn. There's the bounce to Sophia Vaughn again, who gives it right back. And now Tanisha Henderson on the outside. All right, well that'll send the ball back to Wellsville with 42.4 remaining. Wellsville three. That's Aaron's. It is off of the backboard. It'll come back to Ellsbury. Dowell finds Henderson in the backboard, brings it across the timeline. That's Tanisha Henderson. And there's a pass from Sophia Vaughn on the right side. Vaughn was looking to give it right back to her underneath, but it's picked away by Wellsville. They have about 11 seconds to do something with it. There's a pass into the low post, off the glass, and it falls. Good for them. 44-23. And that's where it will stay. An Ellsbury leading victory. And we'll be right back with a couple of interviews with tonight's People's Bank Player of the Game and an interview that I still test weekly from last week.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here at home to help make a living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing member FDIC.
right, we are back with People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game, Madison Kinsler. Madison, first thing, can you hear me in the headset? It's loud in here. I always want to make sure.
Yeah, I can kind of hear you.
Okay, kind of. Let's go a little louder, maybe on mine and not so much on yours. How's that? Is that any better?
It's all right.
All right, we're just going to have to risk it. The last time you guys saw Wellsville was at the Clopton tournament. And despite only having about 5 or 6 players that night, they really gave you guys a game right up until the last, and made it a lot closer than they did tonight. What did you guys learn from last time that gave you the edge tonight? Because 43 is a lot broader of a win than you had over them at the tournament. What changed?
Well, lately we've been learning to work better as a team, and I feel like closer to the tournament, we weren't as much as a team. In the Bowling Green tournament is when we really got it together and just had some effort.
Oh, and I like the hands like Supergirl. I like that. I was going to bring up the Clopton tournament. In my opinion, you guys should have been playing first. The Bowling Green game you lost, I think because of four consecutive missed free throws. Not that you missed personally, but the team had I think even three of those gone in. The game might have been at least tied. Relying on my memory there, which might be a little faulty. But you did play for third, and you did come out of that tournament with a third place win. It's late in the regular season, and you are a senior.
Yes.
What does a win like still manage to do for you psychologically, if nothing else?
Well, any game. I just love the game of basketball, and any game. I just love to play. So wins like that just feel awesome.
Wins like that feel awesome. What about wins like tonight?
Wins like tonight, just the same. Like close game, not a close game. I just love it all.
Was there a particular strategy that you guys coming into this one, or did you wait to see what Wellsville brought and then respond?
Kind of like I said at Louisiana, we wanted to push the ball more in transition. And I feel like we kind of did a better job of that in the second half.
Excellent. All right, well, I won't keep you. Congratulations once again, Madison. You are tonight's People's Bank Player of the Game. Good job. All right, and now we are back with an interview that I owe Tess Weekly from the Bowling Green. She was our People's Bank Player of the Game. The night our girls won place in a game against North Callaway, right? And the gym was so crowded that night I couldn't get down to Tess, and I don't think I could have gotten her up to bleachers either. So I went ahead and announced that, and then promised I would get her on the air tonight, which I'm doing finally. And Tess, I kind of talked a little bit with Maddie about this. I thought you should have been first in that Bowling Green tournament. That loss to Bowling Green was a narrow one, and the free throws would have made all the difference there at the end. But coming out of that tournament, what does that third place victory still do for you?
It definitely motivates us because we know we're going to see Bowling Green again, and we know we should have beaten the first time, so it kind of gives us that little bit of fire to come out next time and really put the hammer down, and hopefully we get the win.
What did you learn from Bowling Green? I mean, it's more than about four missed free throws. What's going to be different next time? I'm not asking you to give away the whole shebang, but what adjustments generally are you planning to make?
I think what we're really trying to work on is our boxing out. We give up way too many offensive rebounds and just rebounds in general that we should not. And so we're just really trying to tighten up on our boxing out, making sure they only get one shot.
North Callaway was a much different team than Bowling Green. Coming out of the loss to Bowling Green. How did you adjust your game going in against North Callaway? What did you change? What did you work on differently?
We knew that they had a shooter. That they had shooters. And so basically we just made sure we were running them off the three-point line. And Bowling Green really only had Gabby as their three-point shooter. So we were just looking to do that mainly.
Well, it worked beautifully. So I will not keep you up here. We're going to get into with the boys game here in a second. But congratulations, Tess. You are People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game. Last Saturday. The third place win against Friday. The third place win against North Callaway. Congratulations and good job.
Thank you.
All right. So with that, once again, I want to congratulate tonight's Ellsbury Lady Indian People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game, Madison Kinsler. And I want to congratulate last week. And I'm losing my days here. We've had so many tournament games last Fridays. Lady Indian People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game Test Weekly during the third place win against North Callaway. We've got about 7.5 before the start of our boys game. But I want to go ahead and get lineups out of the way. Wellsville will send out number 0 KJ Gibson, and that's with a P, even though it won't sound that way when I pronounce it. He is a junior. Number 4, Nick Ebers, a senior. Number 10, Adam Maley, another senior. Number 11, Dennis Hunt, a sophomore. Number 14, Mitchell Canterbury, a freshman. Number 20, Ben Burton, a junior. Number 24, Adam Shaw, a junior. Number 32, Jamel Mahaney, a freshman. Number 34, Clayton Evers, a freshman. Number 40, Brandon Hill, a freshman. Number 45, Tyler Bunch, a senior. The head boys coach for Wellsville is Steve Lassman, and the manager is listed as Wyatt Cassidy. The assistant varsity boys coach is Levi Jacina, and I'm risking mispronouncing that, but I think that's right. Ellsbury will send out number 2, Nathan Reed, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 4, Stephen Bodeker, a 5'11" junior guard. Number 10, Michael Kelly, a senior guard. Number 11, Josh Jerkowski, a 6'1" senior guard. Number 12, Derek Taylor, a 6'3" junior guard and forward. Number 22, Gabriel Hill, a 6'4" freshman forward. Number 24, Jake Reimel, a 6-foot sophomore guard and forward. Number 44, Garrick Hill, a 6'6" junior forward. And number 54, Trevor Anthony, a 6'6" junior forward. The head coach for Ellsbury's boys is Chad Twellman. The assistant coach is Andrew Hopkins. And unlike the girls, I don't have a list out there. I have my list of managers. Snuck up on me. Sammy Chapman, Mackenzie Johnson, and Lauren Eberhardt. So that will do it for lineups in the general sense. We'll be back in a few minutes with our starters. You're listening to the Indian Sports Network.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports. A winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know the pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at Archimedy Bank, which is what banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, FDIC.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less. And we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at MedicineShopRx.com.
All right, we're just about ready to go. Wellsville will send out number 10, Adam Maley. Number 11, Dennis Hunt. Number 20, Ben Burton. And number 34, Clayton Ebers. As well as number 45, Tyler Bunch. for Ellsbury. Number 2, Nathan Reed. Number 10, Michael Kelly. Number 12, Derek Taylor. Number 44, Garrick Hill. And number 54, Trevor Anthony. And that was a bad jump, to say the least. There we go. That was better. Trevor Anthony easily gets his fingers on it, tips it into the backcourt, where Derek Taylor has it across the timeline. Nathan Reed now on the outside. There's the lob into Garrick Hill at the high post. Nice spin, and he kicks it back out. Reed now penetrates and kicks it back out. Or at least kicks it to Anthony, who kicks it back out. And now Ellsbury starts the whole over again on the perimeter. Reed with the bounce to Trevor Anthony at the high post. Anthony's fouled. The shot wouldn't have counted had it gone. That's going to be against number 20, Ben Burton. Reed with a nice pass to Trevor Anthony, who makes it look easy. It's not. 2-0 early, Ellsbury. Wellsville loses it down underneath, and here comes Hill. Taylor gives it up to Kelly over on the right side. Kelly with nowhere to go. Finally now Taylor has it over on the left. There's the pass inside to Anthony at the high post. Anthony looking to get rid of it. There's the bounce. He gets rid of it all right to Wellsville. Wellsville goes all the way to the glass. And that's a foul.
I think it's on Nathan Reed,
his first. Wellsville goes all the way in, and the floater falls. That was an extremely good play by number 10, Adam Maley. Nathan Reed drives the baseline, loses it off the dribble. They're saying last touch by Wellsville. So Reed gets it back. And inbounds to Derek Taylor, maybe. Taylor just barely gets his hands on it. The score is tied. And I think Coach Twellman expected something different. And there's an Ellsbury turnover. Why?
Was it a 3 second?
I didn't see.
They didn't see anything.
I heard the whistle, but they made no motions. They just walked over to the score table and whispered something. So I apologize, fans at home. We don't have that information. Wellsville for three. No good. They get the rebound. The putback doesn't fall, but they get the foul. That one's against Garrick Hill, his first. And it sends number 11 Dennis Hunt to the stripe. where he makes the first, giving Wellsville a 1 point lead. Make that a 2 point lead as the next one rattles in. Nice pass into Trevor Anthony, but he's double teamed and has to give it back up to Reed. Reed spins his way in. The jumper doesn't fall. Wellsville has it back. And there's a Wellsville pass knocked out of bounds by Trevor Anthony. Wellsville can't get the shot to fall. There's a whistle. That one's against Trevor Anthony. And it sends Binbert to the stripe.
Looked like Burton might have gotten away with the walk on that play.
The shot falls. As Stephen Bodeker comes in for Trevor Anthony. I think Coach Twillman agrees with you. All right, 5-2 Wellsville after the trip to the line. Bodeker on the outside. There's the pass to Reed. Hill now. The pass to Taylor was broken up. But Derek got it back and was fouled. By Burton. So turnabout is fair play. There's a nice pass into Garrett Hill. He has to kick it back out. Michael Kelly for three. He's got it. When he is on. It's 5-5. Wellsville loses it at the high post. Ellsbury hangs on barely. Hill can't get it to fall. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Wellsville. Number five has come in for Wellsville. I don't have a number 5 for Wellsville.
I don't either.
Well. That's that. The shot by Bodeker doesn't fall. Derek Taylor has the rebound and is called for steps, which I'm going to go ahead and dispute that. How in the world could he have seen that from back there? Not only was he in the backcourt, but there were two defenders behind Derek Taylor. You couldn't see his feet.
Well, did the same thing at the other end of the court. They didn't call it down there. So if they're going to call it, that's fine. They'll call it on both sides.
Wellsville for three. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. Here comes Hill off the feet and gets it to fall. Baseline drive by Wellsville. Hill swats it away.
Flat-footed.
Yeah. Trevor Anthony and Josh Kikowski come in for Ellsbury. Derek Taylor take a seat. Wellsville in danger of another turnover. Instead, they're going to take it all the way in. The shot doesn't fall. That was number 34. Clayton Evers who put that up. Much to his credit. And Garrick Hill loses it. Here comes Wellsville. And they're called for the travel. It could have been a number of other calls as well. Traveling is as good as any. Nathan Reed back in as Michael Kelly takes the seat. And Nathan Reed called for steps, and I think that was a cheap one as well. Nice give and go. Wellsville lays one in to tie it at 7 apiece. Nathan Reed thought it was football season again. Took that one under his arm. Number 34 out of the way. Just hard enough to let him know he was there. Ellsbury keeps it. There's the inbounds pass to Anthony at the top of the key. Anthony nearly threw it away. As it is Garrick Hill with a finger in his eye makes it to the basket and lays that one in.
Not his own.
No, not his own finger. That would be weird. Number 45, Tyler Bunch with the putback. And it's 9-9. Wellsville's not going anywhere.
No, they're boys. Just as tough as the girls. No.
Trevor Anthony hangs on. He's going to have to put the shot up. The shot falls, and we're going to get the foul. And that one is on 45, Tyler Bunch. It's 11-9. A minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. Anthony hits the bucket, giving Ellsbury a 12-point lead. That is going to be a Wellsville backcourt violation. All right, Jerkowski inbounds to Reed. Reed with a bullet pass into Anthony's double team. And take that one I'll agree with. He took a step. Wellsville moves the ball quick. I have to give him credit. That one didn't fall for him, however. Here comes Ellsbury. Josh Jerkowski steps in. Gives it up to Garrick Hill. Kicks it out to Reed. 4-3. And rims out. Rebounded by Wellsville, and they step out of bounds. Into the game for Wellsville, number 32, Jamel Mahaney. Chris, have we seen Wellsville's boys before?
I don't
either.
Seen the girls play at the tournament, not the boys.
Reed for three. In and out again. Rebound by Hill. The shot doesn't fall. He does draw the foul. That one is against number 34, Clayton Evers. Derek Taylor and Michael Kelly and Jake Reimel are all set to come in for Ellsbury. Taylor hits the first. It's a 4-point Ellsbury lead. Kelly and Taylor have come in. Hill makes good on the second as well. 14-9, Ellsbury's largest lead. And Wellsville slow to bring it out of the backcourt this time. All the way to the basket goes Wellsville. And Garrett just stood there and ended up right in his wheelhouse. He knocked it out of bounds as Jake Reimel comes in, and Wellsville keep it underneath their own basket. They inbound barely. 3 seconds left. There it is. The shot will fall. They'll shoot. That one's on Jake Reimel. Just that quick. We'll stay here. Number 10, Adam Maley is at the stripe. The shot falls. The next one misses. And it's 14-10. And we've got a fresh 8 minutes. We will not cut away to a commercial because of how that one ended. We're right here. Apparently one of those cheerleaders is celebrating a birthday today, and Ellsbury's pep section chose to serenade her. Much to her chagrin, I might add. Wellsville throws that one away.
Coach Twelver was in perfect position.
Yes, he was. Taylor now at the top of the key, gives it up to Jake Reimel, the Bodeker on the right, left side, excuse me. Now Jerkowski for three, and it's off. Derek Taylor has the rebound.
Oh.
And a near steal by Wellsbury. Ellsbury hangs on thanks to Michael Kelly's quick hands. And now Taylor gives it up to Bodeker for three, and he nails it. 17-10. Wellsville gave up a three there that they probably should have taken. Instead, they go on in. The shot doesn't fall. No foul. And Ellsbury throws it away. Jerkowski had his back to that play. And had no idea. I think it was Taylor that tried to pass it to him. All right, we've been told that there's a little bit of an echo for some of you guys at home, so I have adjusted our volume levels a bit. Otherwise there aren't really adjustments I can make for that I'm aware of. So our score now 17-12, a 5-point Ellsbury lead. With under 6 remaining in the half, and a timeout taken. We'll be back.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the Medicine Shops in Troy and Ellsbury Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicinechoprx.com.
All right, coming out of the timeout, Ellsbury sends out Reed, Kelly, Hill, Taylor, and Anthony. Taylor with the lob just inside to Hill, and he runs right into the block. Pardon me. That one is on number 34, Clayton Evers. With an inbounds to Taylor that he has to chase down all the way in the back court. But it is what it is. And now Taylor runs into the block. That one is on 34 as well, I think. Clayton Evers. His third already. He's going to come out. Number 5 goes in. I still don't have number 5 on any of my lineup information. So we'll do the best we can with that. Taylor from the stripe. This is the shot. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Wellsville, and Ellsbury will get another shot at it. Taylor inbounds to Hill. The ball bigger than life. No arguing that one.
No. No, back when I played, there was only two referees. A lot away with stuff.
Hill after the steal goes all the way to the glass, and it's 19-12. Well, when I was in high school, it seems like there were three tournament games and things like that, but it didn't happen for regular games. I like to have the three refs. As number 10, was that number 10 or number 20? Ben Burton goes to the glass for Wellsville, making it 19-14. Nathan Reed drives the baseline and gives it up to Hill. No, it's stolen away. And here comes Wellsville out of the backcourt.
Awkward.
That was sloppy. And it ends up in the hands of Nathan Reed. Nathan Reed has it swatted away by Wellsville, but he gets it back. So sloppy is as he does there for a couple of seconds.
I guess.
And now Anthony in the high post kicks it out to Hill for the three. It's off the rim. And three black shirts to one white. So once again, we don't come away with it. Stephen Bodeker and Josh Drakowski will be checking in just a second for Ellsbury. Wellsville still on the outside. It looks like number 45 Tyler Bunch has come back in for them without me noticing. Burton steps in. That was brave. It was 3 on 1 there when he threw up that floater. It didn't fall. Nathan Reed finds Trevor Anthony. Can't get it to fall off of the feet, and he takes an awkward fall. But he's back up. The bucket falls for Wellsville. I think that was number 10, Adam Maley. And they're within 3. Finally. Garrick Hill taps it in, and Ellsbury goes back up by 5. 21-16. 3 minutes remaining in the half. Mailey thought about the three, stepped in, gave it back up to Bunch at the high post, and now Burton runs it in before kicking it back out. And
that's number 5.
Mr. Number 5. I wish now I knew his name, because that was a heck of a shot. And it brought Wellsville to within 2. Derek Taylor drives the baseline, spins around, the shot doesn't fall, and Wellsville comes away with the ball and a chance to tie. Bunch. Oh. It rims out. Ellsbury with the rebound. Nathan Reed for three. Nails it. It's 24-19. Ellsbury back up by 5. Wellsville called for steps. Jerkowski, Bodeker, and Ryan come back in for the Indians. Trevor Anthony, Nathan Reed, Kelly are going to take a seat. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come back out before halftime, but you never know. Hill now for 3. He can hit. When he's on from there. Bodeker briefly had the rebound. Now it's in the hands of Hill, who takes it all the way in. The shot doesn't fall. And Wellsville has it back. Mailey for 3, and it's good. 24-22.
Oh,
Jerkowski. Wow.
Even all agree with that one.
I'm amazed that the call didn't go. I'm amazed that he didn't break both of his ankles. He was positioned awkwardly there, and we're going to take a timeout. We'll rejoin you in a few.
Are you familiar or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly. Not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right, Jerkowski inbounds to Taylor to start things off under a minute in the half. A 2-point Ellsbury lead. There's the pass to Reimel on the left side. Reimel had nowhere to go. Jerkowski came out to help him. Taylor now over on the right side.
No.
3 seconds against Ellsbury. Wellsville stays cool too. I've got to give them credit. There's the bounce into Bunch. And it's lost. Here comes Garrick Hill.
Oh, he was going
for the dunk. And it's stripped right out of his hands. That one is against Adam Mailey, his first. That would have lit things up going into halftime.
I have yet to see one this season. I mean, the games they've done it.
Two dunks courtesy of Trevor Anthony. This season, and Hill misses the first. but he sinks the second. As Gabriel comes in for Garrett. 17.3 remaining in the half. A 25-22 Ellsbury leads Wellsville with possession. Nice ball movement. Nice speed to get it out of the backcourt.
Good move.
And the shot by Burton brings it to within one. Bodeker called for the double dribble. And Wellsville still has 6.2 to do some damage. Mailey goes last, and he does it at the buzzer. We just stood there and watched it. I don't understand. So going into halftime, Wellsville has a 26-25 lead. We'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here at home to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, Fallon, Bellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports. A winning part of a complete education. This message is presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, Fallon, Bellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you familiar or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly. Not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
tied back now with 1:55 remaining, pardon me, in halftime. We won't use all of it, I don't think. But we're going to come back to you regardless. If you're just joining us, the score is 26-25 in Wellsville's favor. And saying that out loud is just slightly less painful than swallowing thumbtacks for me, because we should have a 20-point lead. But
and that's not taking anything away from Wellsville.
It is not. The turnovers have been equal on both ends. Missed shot opportunities have been equal on both ends. But that last shot at the buzzer,
hurt.
We just stood and watched it happen, and I don't know why. And at first glance, Ellsbury has the advantage over Wellsville in terms of speed and their ability to push the ball. But then when you see Wellsville bring it up the court, that doesn't end up being true.
Yep. And we should have the advantage in height. But still been a pretty fair ball game so far.
Well,
not that height always means anything,
no.
But just saying.
All right, coming out of the halftime break, Ellsbury sends Garrick Hill, Trevor Anthony, Michael Kelly, Derek Taylor, and Nathan Reed. I believe they're starters. Reed from way out.
Ooh.
And he just threw that up like it was a heat-seeking missile or something. No doubt at all in his mind, and he drilled it. Out of bounds, it'll go to Ellsbury, I think. No. It will go to Wellsville. Wellsville's passing has slowed down considerably here in this second half. That's a foul against Nathan Reed, his second. Wellsville inbounds. And some dangerous pass work, and there's Burton to the glass.
Oh.
It falls, and he gets the foul against Michael Kelly, I think.
I don't know how that went in.
Yes, Michael Kelly, his first, and it sends Burton to the stripe. It's 28-28. The shot is good, and Wellsville once again with a 1-point lead. Garrick Hill, nice move to the basket, but
they're calling that an offensive foul?
Oh my goodness. That is one of the worst calls I've seen all season. He made contact with no one for the most part.
Well, and the people he did make contact with were moving along with him. It wasn't
but
like
he made contact with their jerseys more than with their bodies.
It wasn't like they were planted.
That was terrible.
I've seen Garrick Hill make that move 100 different times this season, and not once has he been called for an offensive foul.
Derek Taylor steals it away. Let's get some revenge, boys. And there it is, 30-29 in favor of Ellsbury. Here comes Burton.
Oh.
We let him do it again. Why do we do that? 31-30. Now Nathan Reed evens it out.
Going tit for tat.
Well, he had to get through some defense to do that. The last couple of easy layups for Wellsville, we just stood and watched. That one wasn't quite so bad, but it does do the damage as Dennis Hunt lays one in. And it's 33-32. Wellsville goes back up. Derek Taylor draws the foul. And it's against Clayton Ebers, I believe. How Derek Taylor's can be a foul against Wellsville, but what Garrick Hill just did was an offensive foul is a mystery to me, because it was basically the same. Nathan Reed for three. It's off the front.
Over the back on Trevor Anthony.
I didn't see. I'm not going to say one way or the other.
I didn't see anybody have him boxed out to get the call.
That's not where my eyes were. It's where they should have been, I'm sure. So an awkward start to the second half. Burton goes all the way in again. This time he's knocked to the ground. Or at least he falls to the ground. They're saying it was knocked out of bounds by Ellsbury, and Wellsville will keep it. He hit the ground so hard I thought sure he'd been hammered by somebody, but I guess not. Nice bounce inside to Hunt.
Travel.
Who walks. Reed for three, we need it, there it is. Wellsville takes a timeout. It's 35-33, we'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back again, 5:13 remaining in the third. Ellsbury now up by 2, but they've had to work for that. Burton is going to take it all the way in. He is fouled by Trevor Anthony, and he nearly made that shot.
Yep.
Anthony doesn't think he did it. That time I have to go against my home team here because I think he did. The foul shot rattles out, so it's okay as Stephen Bodeker comes in for Anthony. Burton hits the second, making this a 1-point game. Ellsbury still in charge. Taylor goes all the way in. Can't get it to fall. Gets the rebound against all five. All five of Wellsville's defenders. And he got the putback. Ellsbury up by 3. Wellsville for 3, and it's good.
Whew.
You can tell the minute it left, and we've got a tie, 37-37.
That's that unknown number 5 again.
Reed, oh, he looked to even it out. Stephen Bodeker with the rebound. Michael Kelly with, well, the pass to Michael Kelly just before Coach Twelma called a timeout for Ellsbury. We're going to stay with you. Well, the fans who came out for this one on a very, very cold late January night have not been disappointed. It's been a ball game. Reed inbounds to Hill, who's in good position. Oh, he can't get it in off the spin, but he does draw the foul. That is going to be on Tyler Bunch, his second. It sends Hill to the stripe. Jerkowski is set to check in. Hill hits the first. Ellsbury goes up by 1. Hill misses the second. It stays a 1-point game. Here comes Wellsville. Bunch from the stripe, drains it. Wellsville goes back up 39-38. Unbelievable. Reed for 3, it's off the rim. 4 black shirts to 1 white, so Wellsville has it back easily. Wellsville for 3, no good that time. They get the rebound and the putback. And fans, you can probably tell by listening to my voice that this one is frustrating. That's okay. Into Hill from Jerkowski, and it falls. There we go. Ellsbury closes to within 1. Bunch from the stripe again, it's off. Rebounded by Taylor and Bodeker. Bodeker now loses it off the dribble. It's a jump ball. And possession favors Wellsville. Jake Reimel and Michael Kelly are back in. So it's Jerkowski, Kelly, Reimel, Hill, and Bodeker. There's the bounce to Bunch on the baseline. It's lost. Here comes Hill.
Oh, man.
I didn't see that, but he does have a tendency to do it, so I'm going to reserve judgment. He's called for palming.
Oh.
The foul's going to go against Reimel. There's the bounce into Bunch,
he
who
had Hill up.
He almost fought it in. Hill to Jerkowski. Jerkowski gets it to fall. Ellsbury up by 1, 42-41, 1:10 remaining. Remaining in the third, that is, not the game. Burton from the key, drains it, 44-42, back to Wellsville. Wow. Into Hill, who has to bounce it out to Reimel. Reimel saved it barely. Bodeker for 3. It rims out. Reimel with the rebound. Can't get the putback. And there's the buzzer ending the third with Wellsville up by 1, just like they were at the half. We'll be back.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, it all comes down to this.
Or maybe it won't.
Well, that's true also.
We've had so many surprises this season already. Oh, Hill nearly lost the pass. Bodeker from the key, it's good. 45-44, Ellsbury goes back up. Nathan Reed and Derek Taylor set to come back in for the Indians. Nice ball movement by Wellsville. The shot falls. That was Hunt. It's 46-45. There's the pass in to Trevor Anthony. Nice bounce to Hill, who is fouled by Maley, I think. Yes. Hill hits the first. This game is tied at 46 apiece. Derek Taylor and Nathan Reed come back in. Jerkowski and Bodeker sit down for Ellsbury. Hill misses off the rim. Trevor Anthony has the rebound and the putback, and Ellsbury's up by 2. That one's against Michael Kelly, the blocking foul. And that's going to send Burton to the stripe. The shot misses. Off the rim. Reed has the rebound. There's the pass to Kelly. Kelly can't get it. Reed with the rebound. The putback is no good. Rebounded by Wellsville.
Oh my God.
Was that Hunt again? Number 11?
I think that was number 10.
Number 10, Maley. Ties it at 48.
This is turned into a can you top this contest.
Anthony at the high post. Kicks it up to Michael Kelly. There it is. 51-48. Baseline drive by Wellsville. The shot doesn't fall. Trevor Anthony has the rebound. Reed for three. It's off. Rebounded by the Tigers. Nice lob to Burt. Bunch, not Burton, Bunch, who somehow got that to fall. It's 51-50. Out of bounds, and it'll go to Wellsville. Jerkowski, Reed. No, excuse me. Jerkowski and Bodeker come in. Reed and Kelly take a seat.
No.
Unbelievable. I couldn't see the jersey on that one. Burt. 52-51 Wellsville. And there's a turnover. Forced by Wellsville, and the Tigers have it back.
Jeez. This is not the game I was expecting it to be. And again, no disrespect to Wells.
No. That one doesn't fall for once. Hill with the rebound. It's not away.
My gosh. Wellsville's going to try to run some time off the spot.
Bunch to the glass, it doesn't fall.
Oh, he's going to get a technical. He ain't careful.
He's going to have a heart attack if he isn't careful. His whole body's turning red. Isn't it? Or is it just me?
No, it is.
That one is against Hunt. No, excuse me, Maley. Away from the ball, I guess. I didn't see it.
No, it was pushing against. They were pushing against Trevor Anthony.
Oh. The shot by Hill didn't fall.
Wellsville's coach telling them to slow it down. And they're not listening.
The basket and miss. They're not listening there. There's a turnover. Michael Kelly now. He does not miss. He puts Ellsbury back up by one. It's 53-52. Burton has it swatted away. But Wellsville nearly got it back. Ellsbury hangs on. And there's a timeout, a full timeout taken by Ellsbury. Will return.
You know the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community, which is what banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Point, Winfield, Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
.28 in the game, 53-52 Ellsbury. Pardon me. Ellsbury with possession. Derek Taylor nearly loses it. Manages to get it to Hill in time. And Hill gives it right back. Trevor Anthony kicks it back out to Taylor. Michael Kelly hangs on. Now it's in the hands of Drakowski. I don't know with just a one-point lead that I would let this clock tick away. There's a steal by Wellsville, number 5, and it's good. It's 54-53, and another Ellsbury turnover, and Wellsville takes a timeout. We're going to stay with you. Wow.
Smart play by Wellsville. Gotta give him that.
I don't know. I'm second guessing. I'm armchair quarterbacking. I know that's wrong. But I just think we worked the ball around for too long without trying to go to the glass. All right, Wellsville comes back out first. Ellsbury sends out Reed, Drakowski, Bodeker, Hill, and Taylor.
All Wellsville has to do now is hold the ball. Or wait for us to foul one of the two. See how this plays out.
Burton has it for Wellsville. He looks to be in no hurry. There's the pass to Maley. And Maley is fouled. Is it a timeout? I think he was fouled. Yes. By Nathan Reed.
We're going to shoot one and one.
Michael Kelly comes back in. Jerkowski takes a seat. Maley makes the first half. And misses the back end. And that's a foul against Hunt. No. Excuse me, I think you said number 10. That's Maley. My fault. But they've got a number 11 up there. So Hunt's first. At any rate, it goes back to Ellsbury. Taylor brings it across. There's the pass to Reed. Gives it back. Ellsbury looking for the last second three.
Don't need the three though.
Reed for three. It's off. Derek Taylor with the rebound.
2 points will tie it.
Taylor for three. It's off. Rebounded by Hill. And Coach Twellman takes a timeout. Ellsbury trailing by two with under 30 seconds left in this game. I don't think that went the way Coach Twellman wanted.
Well, I think he's saying the same thing. They didn't need a three-pointer. They could have held for a better shot.
Once again, Wellsville is out first. 26.8 is all that's left of this one. Maybe. Reed inbounds to Taylor. Michael Kelly now. Gets stuck and has to kick it back out. That costs valuable time. And now another timeout taken by Coach Twellman. 9.3. I don't know. Was that intentional on Ellsbury's part to let that much time go by? Because I can't imagine they would want 9.3 seconds remaining to tie or take a one-point victory. I don't know.
Oh, games like this make me sick.
I know. All right. No changes for Ellsbury coming out of the timeout. I don't think Wellsville made it either, but I'm not certain of that.
The thing Wellsville has to be careful of is not to foul on a three-point shot.
That's right.
But we don't absolutely need a three-point shot either.
Nice, Hill. Hill can't get the shot. We've got the whistle though. That one's on number 11, Dennis Hunt.
And we're shooting two. With 3 seconds left, my lord.
Hill misses. And that's a shot we desperately needed.
That could seal it. He misses the second.
That ball is going to go back to Wellsville. Was he trying to miss the second?
When you try to miss a free throw, you can't airball it. You have to hit something in order to get it back. Otherwise, it's travel when you go get it.
Derek Hill intercepted Wellsville's inbound pass and put it in at the buzzer, nearly at the buzzer, to tie this one at 5 and send it into a 4-minute overtime. I sort of feel like I ought to do a Jack Buck and go crazy, but we haven't won, so I can't do that. So in a way, it's a 4-minute game, 0-0. Wow. Wellsville sends out. Maley. Burton. Hunt. Bunch. And the unnamed number 5. Who, for not having a name has done a considerable amount of damage when you really think about it. Ellsbury sends out Nathan Reed. Trevor Anthony, Garrick Hill, Michael Kelly, and Derek Taylor. Wellsville has it. Burton for three. No good. Rebounded by Garrick Hill. There's the feed to Kelly. Kelly can get it to Taylor. Derek Taylor with the putback. Not that he's had a bad night so far, but in the last couple of minutes, he has really come alive. He's determined not to let his team lose. To the glass goes Wellsville. They don't convert. Ellsbury now to Hill for three. No good. Rebounded by Wellsville.
A little too excited.
Apparently, the excitement is too much for our video system, and we are having some brief technical problems. The score 57-55, Maley at the stripe for Wellsville. Already just 2.5 remaining in this overtime. That was a fast minute and a half. Maley hits the first, barely. And he hits the second. It's 57-57. Bunch steals the pass away from Ellsbury. Coach Twellman wants to yank his hair out.
Well, didn't take much effort to steal that. It was kind of a lazy pass. You can get away with those when you're up by 30, but when it's tied, it's kind of a different scenario.
Burton all the way to the basket, and he draws the foul on Kelly, I think.
I think it's on Hill.
No, it is on Hill. His third. It sends Burton to the line. Where the first shot rattles in, giving Wellsville a 1-point lead. He misses the second. 58-57, Ellsbury only down by 1. Trevor Anthony to the glass, and it's in. 59-58. Kelly steals it away from Wellsville. Derek Taylor goes all the way in, it misses. Nathan Reed has the rebound. There's the pass to Kelly. Kelly has nowhere to go. Finally threads it into Derek Taylor. Taylor goes all the way. Kicks it back out to Hill. Hill to Trevor Anthony. Anthony with the bounce to Taylor. Derek Taylor. He is the man tonight. Off the glass, and Ellsbury goes up by 3. Wellsville takes a timeout with 47.5 remaining. We're going nowhere.
We might have to take Derek in a second.
Wellsville sends out Burton, Maley, Bunch, Hunt, and the ever-present number 5. Ellsbury sends out Trevor Anthony, Garrick Hill, Stephen Bodeker, Michael Kelly, and Derek Taylor. Oh, no. Traveling against Burton. All right, we've got another timeout. We're not going to go anywhere. .1 seconds left. The score 61-58 in favor of Ellsbury. Garrick Hill is going to get himself in trouble.
Well, he's being held, so what can he do? What can he do? Number 11 was holding on to Garrick Hill's jersey.
Well, they call against number 10. That's Maley.
No. Not that holding his jersey number 11 any good. Garrett Hill weighs in by about 150 pounds.
Makes good on the first one. That puts Ellsbury up by 4. We can breathe a little bit. It's a two-possession game now for Wellsville. And the second finds Purchase as well. 5 points, 29 seconds.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable. Wellsville hits a 3 top of the key with 23.3 remaining to bring it back to within 63-61. Wellsville calls a full timeout. We're still not going. No way am I getting stuck out in the middle of a commercial during this. That last three-pointer was put up by Adam Maley.
I've been so preoccupied I haven't kept stats this whole overtime period. Oh well. Well, whoever walks away with this definitely earned it.
And whoever doesn't has no reason to hang
not at all. This has been one of the most evenly played games I think I've ever seen.
Okay, so number 11, Dennis Hunt with holding. It'll send Bodeker to the line.
That's what he was doing to Garrett Hill.
Derek Taylor comes in for Nathan Reed. Makes it 64-61. Bodeker hits them both. Ellsbury's up by 4. Wellsville tried it again. Missed everything. So it'll come back to Ellsbury with 16.5 remaining and a 4-point Indian lead. And Garrett Hill is fouled by Maley. His fifth. Jamel Mahaney is going to go in for him. Hills first rattles in. His second is off the front, rebounded. No.
Called a foul on
Derek Taylor. His first.
Oh.
It'll send number five to the line. Where he misses the first. Nathan Reed comes in for Derek Taylor. He misses both. Hill with the rebound, and he's
there he goes. Flagrant foul. Hit him with a flagrant foul.
Hill misses the first. Number 34 Clayton Ebers has checked in. For number 5. Hill misses both. I don't think that will matter, but
in this game, I don't know.
No reason not to get them anyway.
But flagrant foul, get the ball back anyway. So.
Michael Kelly finds Hill, who's fouled again. Clayton Ebers, that's Clayton Ebers' fifth already. And Adam Shaw checks. So all of a sudden, Wellsville in some foul trouble. Taylor comes in for Reed. Hill sinks the first. Misses the second. Rebounded by Wellsville. They had less than 10 seconds. Burton from the top of the key. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Trevor. That's going to do it. Wow.
What a game.
A 67-61. Boys win. And we'll be right back.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts. So it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pdtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking, the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, fans, we are back with our People's Bank and Trust player of the game, Derek Taylor, who I have actually never spoken with. I don't think we know each other to tell you the truth. But I've always wanted to get you up here. Tonight's the night. Not that you did not have a good game all the way through, but there toward the end, especially after the shot off the glass that tied it into overtime, you were like a man possessed. You were determined not to let Ellsbury lose this game. Where'd the additional spark come from?
It had my teammates and coach telling me that just to keep shooting the ball because I wouldn't have a good night, and that our defense was key. So I had to step up.
You were active and all over the place. I wouldn't say that you weren't having a good night. I mean, some of your shots weren't falling, but you weren't off by any stretch of the imagination. But like I said, all of a sudden, you just came alive. After tying it and sending us into overtime, you shifted the momentum back to Ellsbury. It had been with Wellsville for some time. How did you keep that energy level going for those next 4 minutes?
To be honest, I just had to stay poised and work through my teammates. They got me the ball, and we got it done.
You make it sound simple, and you made it look easy. I'm sure neither one of those things is true. I'm going to have to let you go, Derek, because they're shutting the lights off. So I'm going to let you get back down, and we're going to get our stuff ready before they turn everything off. But congratulations, Derek. You're tonight's People's Bank Player of the Game. Well deserved. Very good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so that's going to do it for us, not because we're in a hurry to go, but because they are closing up this building as fast as they possibly can, and us with it if we're not careful. So we're going to say goodnight, and we won't join you again, fans, until next week. I think we've got a busy week. I think all five nights. We're playing somewhere. Three of them are here, two of them possibly away. But check the schedule. Also check the Ellsbury Democrats Facebook page and website. In the meantime, have a good rest of your night. Thanks for sticking with us and watching. It was an exciting one, and your time wasn't wasted, that's for sure. Good night.